Howdy.
It's Ricky,
It's Rosa.
and welcome to
Nowhere in
Nowhere in
particular.
Particular,
I was trying to catch up. Slowing down and catching up.
a podcast unedited, unfiltered, on a ride going nowhere.
Buckle up, baby.
Let's go.
Where are we going today?
Speaking of going
Where are we going?
nowhere,
Tell me.
I was thinking about roads and the roads you travel in life, and how you decide like what road you're gonna go down. Like, how do you?
Yeah. Right. Oh.
Is it based upon like what you're feeling, like what's calling you?
Is it a map?
Is it handed to you? Or are you picking it
Oh.
yourself? Is it you following your heart?
No, this is a really great question.
Are you
pose.
following like what's expected or what you think is expected of you?
You know, I always love in movies when you see someone who is like, fuck it, and they take a globe and they
Yes.
spin it, and wherever their finger lands is where they're going to
I
go
know,
for whatever
yes.
journey they're going on. Like, I think that's so exciting, and I've always wanted to do that. I've never done it, but now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, why not?
Yeah, why
You
not?
should do it. You should do it.
Yes.
Yeah. I'll bookmark that idea.
I feel like
Yeah.
that person, like that personality trait is so liberating. Like,
Yeah.
there's like a freedom associated with it that like
absolutely.
really is inspiring for me.
I
Like,
agree.
I love that.
I agree. I think you're right. There's something about it that it's so spontaneous and unfiltered, unedited. And you just go without planning,
Yeah.
without having this assumptions, these like or
Expectations
pre-assigned.
or
Yeah.
like this has to be in order, this has to be in order.
Yeah, you just go
So
and
you're
you
just
let
like-
it be.
You just take the road that feels
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Is that our
Like
next trip? Are
aligned?
we doing that? Are we going to do the globe thing?
that would be cool. We
what?
should do
Nowhere
it.
in particular on the road.
Ah.
Takes the globe. Bam! Oh my gosh. I love globes. We need a globe, or maybe we can do like a random. There's got to be like a app for that. The spin the globe. If not, that's a
Should we
great app
do
idea. Yeah. But a spin the globe
Yes.
app. Oh my gosh. Huh.
Huh.
Well, okay, but we got to do that. But yes, I love the idea of just having no fucks given and just doing it. I am a mix of a planner and a just end up wherever you are. There's this saying that
Same.
I've always loved. I love sayings. It's blossom where you are planted. So, like, also wherever you go, you just make the best of it.
Yeah.
But I do try to semi-plan, I semi have an idea. I mean, as a kid, I grew up in Texas, and as a kid as a teenager, I remember saying, I'm going to live in California. When I grow up, that's where I'll be living. And that's exactly what I did. That's what I'm doing. I live in San
Yes.
Francisco. That
Making
wasn't
your-
essentially a
making
plan.
Your
Yeah.
little girl so
I know.
happy.
I know. She would be. I can see my 14-year-old self jumping up and down,
Aw.
saying like, "We did it."
Oh.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. But what about you?
I'm definitely, well, I used to definitely be like a planner, like to the point where when things are like off script, I'm like upset
Script.
about it.
Okay.
But
Like,
life,
down to the second.
right, life has taught me, like I've been taught by life to be the balance of both. So like I like having a plan, but also I like to go along with what feels right and what is resonating with me, and also like what I'm being presented with, like not trying to change what the moment is, and
Just accepting it.
yeah,
and just
accepting
riding
it, and
along.
and going along with what happens.
I like that. It reminds me of a meditation where like you are a leaf floating down a river, and the river takes different turns and has different paces. And that's kind of like what we are all kind of doing in life,
Yeah.
like all these turns and paces that we go through.
And you're going to be going down the river anyway, like no matter what. So you can sit there and like try to swim your best back upstream to
Right.
some other
Oh, you're
point where you
right.
think
Or
you're
just
supposed
enjoy
to
the
be at.
ride.
Yeah, or you can lay back and enjoy what's being presented to you, because it's all beautiful.
You're right.
It's all about perspective.
You're right. those are big thoughts and ideas, like, and I think we should apply those daily into small things. I like that. Buckle up. Okay, are you
Yes.
buckled up and buckled in? Huh. I really
Isn't that
like
interesting to think
Yeah.
about? Also, I was watching this documentary about like space. I love a good space documentary.
Same.
And it was talking about how they know when like certain, I don't know, the objects in space, certain like meteorites are gonna come like years and years in advance because they're all on the path. You know, like how everything in the universe is on its own path. And such is without, such is within. So what if we're already on this predestined path that we...
I have never thought about it. But yeah, I do see when we do get like, not alerts. That'd be funny if we got alerts like meteorite coming in, asteroid coming in. No, but I have seen like articles where they're like, oh, just missed Russia.
Yeah.
I think that was last week. But I never thought about the origin of it or like what cycle it's on. I'm just like, passing by.
It's all on this predestined path. Like they know years in advance where it's going. So what if our lives are the same? And we just don't know.
I hope not. That sounds boring. We're just on this cycle.
I think the beauty of it is not knowing.
That's true.
And being okay with like wherever it ends
but I
up.
hope I'm steering my cycle.
Yeah.
A little at least.
But you're steering it it could just be like what it's meant to be anyway.
Okay.
Because I think that you always end up where you're supposed to be. No matter where you try to go to, you'll end up where you're supposed to be regardless. Because it will feel like it's meant to be.
Blossom where you are planted.
Yes.
And wherever you go, there you are.
Yes.
Where do you want to be next year? We're moving on to a new year in a few weeks.
Yes. And it's important to like ask yourself that. Where do you want to be?
Yeah, where do you want to be? I know how I want to feel. I don't know where I want to be.
I was just gonna say.
No, you weren't.
Yeah, I swear, I don't like making a idea of like what it is. I like to know how I want to feel because that's what's most important anyway.
We're on the same frequency.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Yes. How do you want to feel?
I want to feel free. I want to feel like I can, there's this image in my head about a Post Secret. You ever heard of Post Secret? We may have talked about it before.
I don't think so.
Post Secret is a really cool art project that started over 20 years ago, where this guy went around and gave people self-addressed and stamped postcards, and on it said, "Tell me your secret." And he did this in like 2006, and he's still getting secrets to this day. Yeah, we're 2024. So going into 2025. Yeah, so he's still receiving secrets. If you go to postsecret.com, you can read. He posts new secrets every Sunday.
That's
He's
so cool.
compiled
That's so
many like 5 books of all the secrets. He also has traveled around the world with secrets that haven't made the books or the internet, and he'll share those. I went to one of his talks when he was in the Bay Area, and I was really inspired and impressed with like the way secrets bring communities together. Like the things that we think differ us are really the things that make us all the same. Yeah,
that is such an interesting point.
I've been following this since like 2007, and I remember having this picture as my screenshot on my wallpaper on my computer, and it was a Post Secret, and it was like 2 older women, and they were in a convertible, and they had like the bandanas wrapped around their head, you know, like looking like 1950s with the sunglasses. And one of them had her hand up in the air in this convertible, and the secret was, "I hope to feel as free as these women do one day." And that was, and I love, there's something about that spoke, and I think I'm always wanting to feel that, you know, like that's so when I think of freedom, I think of that image of like somebody who like gives no fucks. I still got low fucks, but I'm working on it. It's a work in progress. But anyway, that's Yeah, freedom, and that's the image. What about you? What? Oh, same. Or how do you want to feel, and what image do you get? Let's do that.
I want to feel free as well. I think that's
Oh.
really important. Like really, really important because
I
it makes you feel
agree.
alive.
Yeah,
Um,
in your own skin.
and I think I want to also feel like grounded in myself and comfortable and confident in like who I am. Like really just like grounded in me, my like whatever I decide to believe, like where I'm going, like grounded in it. And for me, it's like this big tree. It's just like planted and on its own little life
Deep
journey.
roots. What kind of tree?
It's like a big oak tree, like really
Oh.
strong trunk
Okay.
and very, very, a lot of leaves, full of life,
Yeah.
strong and grounded.
Giving lots
Oh,
of shade.
oh, I feel it already. It
I
warms
can
my
feel
heart.
it too. I can feel the I can hear the leaves
Yeah,
moving.
yes.
The wind blows by.
Free in the wind,
Yeah.
but still grounded in like what it is. Ah,
Yeah,
yes,
I
that's
like
how
that.
I want to feel.
Okay.
Free in the wind and grounded in who I am.
Big old tree.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yes.
I love that. I'm gonna drive by in my convertible. I'm gonna drive by that tree, and that's when I'm gonna
Yes,
wave.
the wave, and I'll wave
Yeah,
back with my leaves.
Exactly. Oh, I love that. I love that.
Yes.
Actually, that's really beautiful.
This was a fun journey.
It was a great journey.
I really enjoyed
Ah,
this.
Yeah, that was nice.
Number
it felt
10.
therapeutic.
We're on number 10.
What?
We just have to mention that, by the way.
Okay, yeah, this is episode number 10. Thanks for being here with us. You don't gotta
Yes.
go home.
But you gotta take another row
Okay,
out.
thanks for hanging out. We
Bye-bye.
appreciate you.